I woke up today to the news that Alec Baldwin, the actor, had deleted the majority of his Twitter accounts. His wife's Twitter is gone. The only one that's still there as of the time of filming, which is also a verified account, is Alec Baldwin _, but he's not tweeting on that one. The one he deleted is the one where he deleted his heartfelt apologies, emotions, the day after the terrible event happened on set, which involved him. I don't know if I can say it, but I'm sure everybody's seen it in the news. He was pretty much silent. He actually did a street interview in Vermont. He had gone there with his family to kind of hide out, I think, in October. And the reporters were driving him crazy. The Vermont paparazzi was dogging him. So he stopped and did an interview with them. Meanwhile, a couple of lawsuits have been filed by crew members. Nothing yet from the family of the deceased woman, the cinematographer from the film Rust, and nothing from the director of the film, both of whom were struck by a bullet in a weapon that was accidentally discharged somehow by Alec Baldwin. So Alec, much more recently, just a few days ago, did an interview with George Stephanopoulos. Some people would say that the interview questions were a little geared towards Alex responding, and he also responded like a politician. I think I want to do a little bit more of an in-depth analysis on this one, because just like a politician, he sometimes doesn't answer the question. He sometimes answers the question with a question. He sometimes answers an entirely different question. But the large and short of it is that he got a lot of backlash, and this big grown man with a verified Twitter account took his Twitter down. He's not the first celebrity that I've seen leave Twitter. Ben Platt, the actor who starred in Dear Evan Hansen, also left Twitter after the negative reaction came out to him, not at the time of casting, but when the trailer was released for Dear Evan Hansen, and then the movie, in which people felt that he was too old and had bad hair. He is amazing in the movie. Yes, he does have bad hair, but you start to not pay attention to it after a while. Is he too old? He was cast in the role, and then something happened worldwide where production was shut down. We all know what that is. And so they had to wait. And he did originate the role on Broadway, and he's amazing in the roles. I would like to see him come back. I don't think he's done anything wrong, and he's nothing to do with the Alec Baldwin case. Another celebrity who's in the news regarding Alec Baldwin is George Clooney, who appeared on a podcast and to me seemed to
drag Alec Baldwin for filth.
Now, George Clooney is not just your average celebrity. It seems that he personally knew two other people who died from accidental onset shootings. That was Brandon Lee and another guy whose name I don't remember. So George Clooney to me spoke with a lot of authority, and he seemed very familiar with the procedures, which Alec Baldwin seemed to not be familiar with or kind of deny exist. Now, me, just being your average layperson who worked on productions once upon a time a long time ago and never worked with weapons, and it was before these procedures were around, I have a little bit more knowledge, but not a whole lot about weapons on set, other than what I've read on the internet. And from what I've read on the internet, and from what George Clooney said, he's kind of repeating what I've read. Alec Baldwin seemed to have a whole different version of how weapons are handled and who can handle them. So that was very interesting to hear what George Clooney had to say about Alec Baldwin. And what Alec Baldwin said about George Clooney when George Stephanopoulos asked him in the interview was, oh, well, there's a lot of people who have piped in on this who had no business piping in. But any actor has a business piping in because it's their industry, and their industry can be hurt by anything negative happening on a set. And they're also actors who might work with guns in whatever film they're in and might have guns pointed at them. So yeah, George Clooney had every right to speak up on that, especially with the extra knowledge that he had given his close friendship with people who had died in onset injuries. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will try to follow this up with a more in-depth analysis of what I think of Alec Baldwin's interview with George Stephanopoulos. Thanks for watching. My name has been Deb. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another video.